visuals, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Pokemon Thursday, where I'm not gonna lie, I'm sweating my dish off, and I think I'm stinking up my hoodie. It's Pokemon Thursday, the day of the week where we talk about everything to do with the Mr. Men and how many Mr. Men. I remember the blue guy with bandages, Mr. Tumble, Mr. Clumsy, Mr. fucking some shit. He kept falling over and hurting himself. If the smoking 50 a day voice, football related, screaming Newcastle won, yay. Sound like Doc Cotton, fucking EastEnders. Anybody new that's come here that thought, oh, because I can't believe a lot of the Pokemon videos lately, thank you by the way, have gone above like 6 and 7 views. I went on to, was it my Pokemon Violet team? It was like 105, 106 views. I was like, what? So I might need to be a bit respectful here, that there might be a newer or a new couple of people to the visuals and be actually watching and being like, but I like what this fucking fat retard has to say because he's so fat and he's so fucking dumb. He's a fucking fat mong. Now, I genuinely appreciate that, and yes, this is a Pokemon related channel / comic book / weird / whatever the fuck we want it to be visuals. You guys decide and everything, and we do have this weird vulgar language on our Pokemon Thursdays, and we do have an unscripted, unfiltered, sort of just winging it, see what happens kind of shtick to the videos. So if you are sticking around, thank you. We've got another cool Pokemon list. It's another Pokemon list that it's all about me, because it's always all about me, because I am like the fucking best person ever. Why wouldn't it be all about me? I'm so much better than everybody. Like, oh my god, I am like up here, everyone else is like down there. No, it is another Pokemon list because I love doing Pokemon lists, and I love to hopefully get your thoughts and opinions in the comments, especially by somebody who I know will be here to the end, Mr. Jimmy Jam James, and I like to hear from you, because you're not dumb, this dumb, and but you can be like, that's cool, that's not cool, we talk. But anyway, the list is, as the thumbnail, the title, and everything gives away, my favourite grass type Pokemon. We're going to do 10 of the buggers. This was an annoying list to make because I fucking love the grass typing, but I also love the flying typing, and my favourite Pokemon is a flying type. And it switches every now and then. But I think if I had to choose a typing overall, grass is definitely my favourite of all time. And it's gonna be time, because I can't do English, for me to say you my 10 favourite grass type Pokemon. Please let me know your favourite type in the comments below. And if you do want to do this again, we can do 20, we can do every type, we can rank every single one of them, whatever the fuck you want to do. Let me know in the comments below. And we can do dark type next. Fighting. Psychic. We've done Ghost. I did Ghost not long ago for Halloween, but we can do it again, whatever. Visuals. Let's get to it. I'm making this really awkward now. Just do the first ring. And kicking off at number 10 is Trevenant. I adore me some big, scary, fucking tree motherfuckers. This is a really, really awesome Pokemon. I absolutely adore the whole I call it like kids horror, you know, like Scooby-Doo horror, scary vibes, you know, the scary trees in the background, all the horror stories and the Halloween stories you get from this. And then to add the grass element into it, obviously it'd have to be grass anyway because of what it is. It's so fucking cool. So the whole little backstory and lore to it is amazing. But just design-wise, itself is absolutely fantastic. I love how it looks. It's got a real Pokemon feel to it. The combination's cool as shit. It's Trevenant. He's the number 10. He's a bad boy. And a very new Pokemon to the Pokedex, it's Toedscruel. Toedscruel is a fucking absolute legend in my eyes already. Now, Tentacool and Tentacruel, awesome. OGs, and I've got another, I'll have to say the same statement further down the list. OGs, epic. I mean, them boys are fucking legendary Pokemon. Not legendary, but, you know, I've said that loads as well when I said whatever. But I wasn't huge on them. I liked them, they were cool, they were okay. Nah, whatever. I barely ever used them. But then they come out in this form, Toedscruel and Toedscruel. And I was like, wow, I absolutely adore you. I fucking love your colour scheme. I love your design, even though you are pretty much the same design, near enough about. I love your shiny form. I love your typings with, you know, the grass and ground and whatnot. I love everything about you. I want you in my Scarlet team. I want you in future teams. I want you in plush form. I want you in cat. I want you in and around my mouth. weird technical hentai shit going on now. But Toadscruel, fell in love with him immediately, and I knew if I was ever going to do a top 10 grass type list, he would be on it. Next up on the list is a starter type. There's a few on this. I am team grass when it comes to all the starters. But it's a starter that I didn't necessarily think I would fall in love with straight away. I was a little bit hesitant. In fact, you can probably find me on the record as saying, I don't want my Grookey to evolve because he gets ugly. But the more I used him, it's Rillaboom. And the more I got to know him and the more I got to take a look at him from all angles, move sets, how he interacts with his drum, when he goes into his big drummer boy form, everything about him, I was like, no, actually, you're fucking awesome. You're really cool. This big badass unit of a gorilla with his long fucking fluffy grass leaf fucking hair and his little dangly bit at the front and his little orange mouth. He's absolutely amazing. He is a freaking awesome, well-designed, well-thought-out, brilliant starter type Pokemon, and I absolutely adore him, and I'm so sorry for ever judging you or thinking you weren't going to be anything but awesome. Rillaboom, I love you. You're on the list. Another OGGGGG, and if you look carefully, you can... Wait, is it still there if I moved it? No, yeah, it's just there behind Yoda. It's Victreebel. I fucking adore Victreebel. From the relationship in the original anime that I had with James, from getting a Bellsprout, getting a Weeping Bell, using the whole Leaf Stone method to evolve into Victreebel. Because when I first started playing Pokemon, I was obsessed with Pokemon that evolved through stones. I don't know why, and to this day, I still don't actually know why. I just thought it was a really cool method and a really cool way of doing it. Instead of doing it how you do it now, where you've got to hop, skip, and jump, do a 20 million mile marathon, to hold your breath underwater for 10 minutes, fucking sacrifice your firstborn, and then you can evolve whoever it is. But a nice little concept of, you know, the Leaf Stone, the Water Stone, the Thunder Stone. I fell in love with this. And I fell in love with Victreebel. It is the embodiment and the epitome of a true grass type. Yes, it's poison as well. But it's got, like I said, it's got the natural and the obvious backlore and design to it being based off what it is based off. Its playability, I've always used Victreebel in so many teams and I've always had relative success. Don't get me wrong, I'm not at the elite level of competitive battling anyway, but I've always really enjoyed it with Victreebel. It's always served me well, whether it's just casual playthrough of the game or battling with people online, whatever it may be. And I've always loved the design. I love the colour scheme. I've got a book down there full of doodles, of Pokemon doodles, and I've doodled Victreebel countless times. Fucking love it. Green is my favourite colour as well, even though its body's yellow, but there's a lot of green on there. Looks cool. It's an OG. Victreebel's a fucking beast. Number 6 is Torterra. Again, another starter, grass ground. It's our second grass ground of the episode. But this is another Pokemon that has a great, because obviously it's kind of like based on the world turtle as well, isn't it? You know, the turtle's got the it's got the world and that on its back, hence like the mountains and the trees and whatnot. But Turtwig, and again, Turtwig is chilling up there. We all know I'm hashtag. Why can't it's so hard to? Which way do I need? There, I need to go there. What a fucking idiot. We all know, as I keep saying, I repeat all the time, I'm hashtag team grass starters in, well, now since Scarlet Violet come out, probably 80% of the games. It's just Snivy and Sprigatito. I'm not the biggest fans of. Well, Sprigatito, I actually do like it, you know, when it evolves. But anyway, that's not weird to talk about. I adore the whole line. I adore Torterra so fucking much. I thought this thing was so powerful and so epic and such a G when I did my first ever Sinnoh run, whether that be playing Naui as well through Platinum, Diamond, Pearl and whatnot, or the remakes with Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. I love that when them games come out, I jumped straight and I thought, I can't wait to see my Torterra out and about this form. It's going to look fantastic. I love this Pokemon. It's so great. It's so amazing. Torterra, design-wise, move-wise, battle-wise, type-wise, everything about it, just a sheer piece of ingenious. I'm running out of words. And what I said to you before when we did Toadscruel, we talked about technical and stuff. For our number 5, it's the same method, kind of, but obviously not. It's not the same Pokemon. It's not like, you know, a variation. You know, this is a Hisuian form of Voltorb and Electrode. I'm banging them in together. And I love, one of the best things I love about this is how the roles are reversed. How Voltorb's relatively happy and then Electrode's like pissed off bastard, whereas Voltorb was pissed off and Electrode was relatively happy. But this one took me by massive surprise. Again, Voltorb, Electrode, legends in their own right, OGs. I mean, them Pokemon are older than some Pokemon fans today. Them bad boys are absolute G's. I completely respect them, but I never absolutely adored them. I really liked them. They were always cool. I thought awesome design. Quite obviously a very unique design in terms of Pokemon, looking like Pokeballs and stuff. Have to interact with them a lot, whether you're doing like Team Rocket shenanigans and Gold and Silver and whatnot, or you're going through the mansion and shit like that. Not the fuck. Yeah, not the mansion. Where do they keep exploding on you? The power plant, fucking idiot. The mansion on Cinnabar Island. The power plant, absolutely amazing. Then these bad boys come out to the point where I made Hisuian Voltorb plushie one of the good luck charms on the unboxing desk, and I made sure I got this on my Legends Arceus playthrough because it's so just absolutely outstanding. I don't know, again, what it is, because now they're just like little wooden balls and they're grass electric, and the designs haven't changed too much, but Voltorb's features come out a bit more. Electrode's eyes are more engraved as opposed to just being there. But something about them I saw and I just fell in love. And to the point in Legends Arceus, I tried to not let my Voltorb evolve for a good while. I wanted to keep it as a Voltorb for a fairly long time and just keep it as it is because it's just so fucking awesome. But I'm glad I did evolve it because Electrode is also so fucking awesome. But this one found a place in my grass heart quite quick. Beautiful design, great idea, great looks. The Electrode and Voltorb of the Hisuian kind. Sceptile! I don't think I need to speak much on this because I think a lot of people out there really like Sceptile as well. I know a lot of people love that James, the Hoenn games are your fave games. I think it's because you said ages ago, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, it's because they were the first Pokemon games you played. But I don't think I can remember what starter you said you loved the most. You may have done it somewhere and I've just been an idiot and forgot. But I don't think I ever remember hearing you say who's your favourite starter. But from what I know from experience, looking online, people that I've talked to and whatnot, Sceptile is just community loved by the Pokemon fans. Design-wise, awesome. It's a powerful starter. Its Mega Evolution looks great. The fact that it's a grass dragon as well, which took me by surprise. The fact that it shoots its tail off when it Mega Evolves. It looks fantastic. Trico's amazing. Groval's really, really cool. Ash and his Sceptile, maybe Sceptile found a place in a lot of people's hearts like it did with me because of Ash's one. His little Trico having its little stem out of its mouth and whatnot. But I love Sceptile straight away. I think it's a classic. And to be fair, actually, Hoenns were a little while ago now. You could probably class him as an OG G Pokemon. But it's a solid design for a starter, and it's a really strong starter. And I fucking love it. Another starter, and this one I can say nice, short and sweet and simple. Meganium, it's a fucking very happy, derpy looking grass dinosaur. Love grass types, love dinosaurs. It looks like a happy boy and it's derpy. That's all I need to say. Fucking love Meganium and is a true OG. 2 is Decidueye, but I think I'm going to partner it with Rowlet as well. I cannot explain to you how much I fell in love with Rowlet when I first saw it. We all know, we all get them moments, don't we? This is going to sound so weird to no one that likes Pokemon, but I suppose if you don't like Pokemon, you're going to watch anyway, so I can carry on. But when you get the look at the start of the trio, like for Scarlet Violet, you saw Quaxley, Sprigatito, and Fuecoco, and you know straight away, like, oh, I'm going to go for you. I like the look of you, I'm going for you. Because some people, like me, for example, I broke the traditional grass starter always and went for the fire because I think Fuecoco looked amazing. The Sun and Moon games get announced. We get our trio announced, our starter trio. I looked at Rowlet, and it was one of them moments from a film where the man meets the woman. It's not a sexual, I'm just trying to paint a decent metaphor. And, the slow music starts, and they're all like... And I looked at Rowlet, and I was like, who are you? What are you? I am in love. You are absolute perfection. Rowlet, for me, is just so outstanding. Not just design-wise, but it's based on an owl, one of my favourite animals ever anyway. It's a grass type owl. Also, it's flying, another combination. You know, I've just said at the start of the video, I love grass types and I love flying types. And then I fell in love with him straight away. And then he evolved. And I was like, you're a cool little emo dude. You know, you little, you know, fuck it. And then it evolved again. And I was like, what the fuck is this absolute monstrosity of perfection again? Because we get this grass ghost type in when it's bow and arrow like a ninja in the fucking trees coming down and swooping, attacking and chucking it. And I just thought, wow, Pokemon, you have literally outdone yourselves with how ingenious and beautiful this whole evolutionary line is, the starter line is, with the design and the ideas behind it and what they're based off in. And they're going from grass flying to grass ghost, everything that went behind this whole line. I know I haven't included Dartrix in the list, but I prefer Rowlet and Decidueye. Sorry, Dartrix, even though I do love you. Everything you've put into this is just, for me personally, smashed it. And even to the little stuff where, you know, we saw the memes where Rowlet's up against the ground, he's turning back and looking, thinking, what the fuck? And all that kind of stuff, just absolutely amazing. I'm so glad as well Ash had one in the games, because, in the Sun and Moon arcs, because it's so fucking awesome. And he's a sleepy boy. And I've got loads of plushes. And I need to get it tattooed. I've got Grookey tattooed, I've got Bulbasaur. I need Rowlet tattooed. Shock horror. Who's number one? Venusaur and Bulbasaur. These two, right, okay, design-wise, amazing, epic, beautiful, perfection, cool. They smash everything. Again, it's a big froggy dinosaur thing and a little bulby froggy dinosaur thing. Everything about this design-wise is amazing, but Bulbasaur has to make the list. Not only is it one of my favourite Pokemon, well, these two both are my, you know, in my top 3 favourite Pokemon of all time. I fell in love with them instantaneously. I get why everybody was Team Charizard, then I get why everybody was Team Blastoise, and everybody was like, nah, Bulbasaur's my least favourite. I understand, you know, because, you know, it might get weaker later on and whatnot. But I saw that little Bulby bastard, and I just completely, again with Rowlet, I was smitten. I fell in love. I thought, this thing here is the Pokemon for me. It was the first Pokemon I had ever, well, I know you don't catch it, it's given to you by Oak and whatnot. But the first Pokemon I ever had on my first ever Pokemon team, it was my first starter to ever evolve into its fully evolved form, Venusaur. It was also coincidentally the first OG holo Pokemon card I got out of the, you know, that was the main trios. I mean, I think I got other ones before that, but out of the main trios, Venusaur was the one I got first, and Venusaur was the one I wanted first. It's been a catalyst and the starting point of my love of grass types and my love of grass type starters. The whole line, even I saw a lot of middle stages, like I kind of did with Dartrix, get overlooked. I've watched myself bleed there. But even Ivysaur just absolutely knocks it out of the park. There's something I say on the channel visuals all the time. Regular viewers will know what I'm about to say. New viewers will probably not understand, but it has the ultimate, for me, Pokemon-y Pokemon feel. Now, what I mean by that is you look at some Pokemon and you think you are the epitome of what I imagine and what I think a Pokemon should look like. You know, for me, that's the likes of a Rhydon, a Venusaur, a Charizard, a Snorlax. And then there are other Pokemon that you think, well, you look like you could come from somewhere else, you know, like the Ultra Beasts. To me, the adamant object Pokemon, Chandelures, Klefkis and whatnot. And I look at this Pokemon and I think you are the ultimate of ultimate Pokemon-y Pokemon feelies Pokemon. That is the body of Pokemon for me. That is what it's all about. And I know that makes no sense. What's Pokemon all about? Venusaur and Bulbasaur. No, that doesn't make sense. But for me, my love of Pokemon, the nostalgia feel, my happy place, the place that I feel most relaxed and best in the world, apart from reading comics and being at St. James's Park, is interacting on a Pokemon game with a Bulbasaur. It's so fucking hard for me to do a quick little run through one of the OG games or a game where you get Bulbasaur as a starter and not choose Bulbasaur. I must have started Pokemon games, what, like you visuals, hundreds of times. Thousands even, maybe, I don't know. And I've always said to myself, come on, let's freshen it up. Let's get someone out. Let's give Blastoise another run. I go in with that mindset. I got to start. You've chosen Bulbasaur, you know, the grass type, and you're like, yep, that's for me. And you're like, oh, well done, Dan. You're going to choose somebody else, and I can't help it. And I even get excited now when it's about to evolve, and I'm like, oh, my Bulby's evolving. Absolutely love it. And again, why he was the first Pokemon tattoo I had to get. Bulbasaur, Venusaur, the best grass type starters for me. And there we have visuals. That was my 10 favourite grass type Pokemon. Let me know what you think of my list in the comments below. Sorry, because that video might have went on for a good while, and a lot of it I just rambling about shit. I just say words like awesome and absolutely and amazing. But I can't help it. Dum-dum. Remember dum-dum. And let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know your 10 favourite or your favourite or your top 3, whatever, in the comments below. Put grass types. And if you do want another favourite list, then let me know in the comments below. You know, who should we do next? Fighting, rock, ground, whatever. But visuals, thank you so much for watching. You guys are literally the best. Always keep being you and keep on, keep it on.